Hi, sweeties. I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for subscribing to my backup channel. And if you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to my backup channel. Thank you so much. Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button. Turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for always coming back to watch my videos and subscribing. You all are the real MVPs. So today we'll be talking about something that got my attention. Some of you might have seen this man's face like on my channel. This man is always in black people's business. So they are asking, I am going to put what started the conversation here, like the whole thing here, that he is refusing to say that racism do exist, and then he is acting like he want to fix things up, like I want to get things right, I want to get things, but you are not acknowledging that racism do exist. How do you want to fix something up? Like I keep saying, first of all, you have to acknowledge that something like this is happening and then look for a way to fix something up, not fixing something you do not believe that exists. I don't know if that makes sense. With that being said, stay glued to the screen. I am going to roll the clip real soon, and let me know what you all think in the comment section. Let's get into it.
You're a white man, you refuse to see racism exists in the system in place, but you want to act like you want to fix some shit? Get out of the way. Well, you seem like a cheery person, and I'd love to have a cheery conversation with you. Clear some things up. First off, I never said racism didn't exist. It clearly does. You're an ignorant person if you think it doesn't exist. I could go through the millions of reasons why it does exist, but I think we're all rational human beings and can figure that out for ourselves. I will say that any race can experience racism. I will make that comment. It is not exclusive to black people, exclusive to Latino people. Anybody can experience it. To your second little issue here about, and you want to act like you want to fix some shit? She's talking about because I said, I just want to achieve some type of unity in this country. I'm sick of talking about race constantly. And that's a bad thing? That's a bad thing that I hope for that? Lord, we need more help than I thought.
All right, we are gonna hop into the stitches straight away and see what people are saying about this. You do not want to miss out on it. So let's get into the stitches.
You're a white man, you refuse to see racism exists in the system in place, but you want to act.
I am not even going to get off the toilet for this one. But I have like a little analogy and metaphor for Aaron Greer and the other Caucasians that are like him. Imagine there's a study that you don't understand, like calculus or advanced physics. It can be anything, but for this thought experiment, just picture something that you genuinely just don't know, you haven't learned yet. And then imagine a professional giving a lecture on the subject, and then somebody that obviously doesn't know anything about it, has never studied it, starts calling them out, telling them that they're wrong, and has nothing to back it up. And every time the professor gives a real argument or tries to explain something, the only thing that the other person can say that is uneducated is, well, I just don't think that, or maybe it should be like this, but has nothing to back it up. That's the black experience with white people. You, like many other white people, are just painfully uneducated.
Get out of the way. Well, you seem like a cheery person, and I'd love to have a cheery conversation with you.
Hi, I just want to say that I am so happy that you were leading this discourse of anti-white racism during Black History Month. The timing is perfect. There have been a lot of that have lost their lives due to racism in America. Like that dude right there, Andrew Goodman. He lost his life fighting anti-white racism in America. Well, never mind. He lost his life battling the Triple K and a deputy sheriff out of Mississippi. That might have been a bad example. But can you give me an example of reverse racism? Was it the white lady at Walmart that was looking for bonnets? My grandmother is turning 91 today, and I would love to send her a video showing her that her story isn't that special. White people went through it too. Some of y'all make me sick. 180,000 followers? Are you kidding me, bro?
Or said racism didn't exist. It clearly does. You're an ignorant person if you think it doesn't exist.
Hey Aaron, what's up? How are you? You can't just say, obviously racism exists. I never said that it didn't. And not actually account for all of your content. Because when you point to racist dog whistles or various racist iconography that are being taken down. For example, the thin blue line flag that was taken down by the LA police that because it was offensive to some people, and you called that weak and ineffectual. That is you supporting racism. So while you can say, obviously racism exists, I never said racism doesn't exist, it's wonderful that you understand that racism exists. Now understand that your ideologies match perfectly with racist ideologies. That's another way of saying that right now you're racist. Now, it's not a disease, and it's also not something that's like terminal or permanent. Like, for example, you might be a certain eye color. I think you have blue eyes. That is something that's more permanent and more defined by who you are. Being racist has to do with your ideologies. So if you stop creating arbitrary ways to categorize different people and then a hierarchy which arbitrarily says that certain people are higher up and certain people are lower based on things that are completely arbitrary, you might at that point become less racist. But right now, you are 100% very racist, and that's why nobody fucking likes you.
Any race can experience racism. I will make that comment. It is not exclusive.
Yeah, so I want to stop you right there. You say you understand racism and that it exists, but I don't think that you do based on that statement there. Every race can experience racism because institutional racism, which is usually what people are referring to when they say racism, is set up in a very specific way. It benefits one group, the oppressor. Okay? Any ism is set up to benefit a group. Okay? In sexism, it's men. In racism, it's white people. It was created by white people to benefit white people. And yeah, you can't experience reverse racism at any point. It's not possible because the systems aren't set up for anyone besides white people to benefit from them. Period. Point blank. Can you experience prejudice? Sure. Bigotry? Sure. Racism? No. Just because that's what an ism is. An ism is a system created to oppress one group over another, or under another, I guess might be the better way to say it. But the point I'm making is no, that's an incorrect statement. And if you believe it, you don't understand racism at all.
Came out because I said I just want to achieve some type of unity in this country.
Y'all continuously say y'all want unity, but then it fights against you whenever we tell you what the consequences of unity are. And y'all don't like that. If you don't know the consequences of unity, here we go. Consequences of unity that people want and people need is that white people don't get their way anymore. They don't get to be top of the food chain anymore. They don't get to have positions of power handpicked for them. They don't get to be the controlling force in the country anymore. You aren't the main character of every story. You aren't the main character of every movie. You aren't the main character of any epic poem or song or anything that goes forward. Unity means diversity. Unity means there are going to be more people involved in everything. And y'all don't want that because y'all complain when a video game character is made black and has a story where it focuses on her living her life as a black woman. Y'all complain when a black superhero gets a movie after how many years of continuous white superhero movies. Y'all complain when a black actor gets a role that you think a white person should play. If you want unity, you wouldn't complain about any of these, but you don't want unity. What you want is for people to stop complaining. Because deep down in your core, you know they have a right to complain and a right to be mad, and you don't have a right to tell them don't.
You're a white man. You refuse to see racism exists in the system in place, but you want to act.
Okay, then, one, explain to us how the current issue, the one that Whoopi's talking about, which is apparently had nothing to do with race because you took an issue with the fact that she made a comment involving race about it. How does it not involve race? How does it not have anything to do with race? How does it not play into any of the other issues thus far with race? Explain that. Two, racism, you understand that racism exists. You agree that racism exists. First, for one, I don't know why you felt the need to say, oh, well, anybody can experience racism. You know, it's not just black people. It's not just Latino people. I don't know why you felt the need to add that in. Nobody argued that. But I already know where y'all are going with that. And I'm going to say, no, you cannot, baby boy. You cannot. You can argue about it if you want to. There's a video somewhere on my page about it. You can do with that what you will, but no, you don't. You understand this. You agree with this. Yet you don't understand how it's bothersome to people who constantly experience racism on a high, like on the highest end of the scale. Like you and, white people coming on here talking about they called me a snow bunny, versus black people who are still getting lynched, still the KKK still running around. We still getting, people are getting unalived and nothing happening because they're black. Like, those are two separate ends of a scale. So do you see how it's bothersome for us who are literally worrying about if we're going to be able to, leave a routine traffic stop alive? It's bothersome for y'all to constantly be coming in here like, oh, I just wish we could all be, peaceful. And, we didn't have to talk about race all the time because, I just want us to all be unified. Do you think I like having to deal with it 24/7? Like, do you think we enjoy this? Like, do you think we're happy being oppressed? Like, do you think this is fun for us? No shit. We all want that. But that's not where we're at. Like, that's not the reality. I don't see how you don't understand what the issue is. Like, imagine you had an issue going on and I just came in, never had this issue before, will never have this issue, and I just said shit like that.
Anyways, this is it for the video, and let me know what you all think in the comment section. And this is where I am gonna draw the curtains. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.